Raider Nation, well, let me just start off by saying we lost. We lost, okay? I'm not mad, guys, okay? But we're gonna go to the game right now. Hold on. We lost to the Rams. We lost. We really lost. I was saying that we were gonna pull out the W, like off and on and on and on and off and on, like so many times, right? We lost, right? Terrible. Okay, guys. So with that loss, welcome to Blast Central. We will blast the players who stink, who are trash, who are the real Cleveland Browns. They deserve to be on the New York Jets. The real non-Patriots. Welcome to Blast Central with your host. Anyways, guys. Terrible. The Raiders lost the game 15-19. But now, let's do it with this. Welcome to Blast Central. So let's put some players that did terrible on blast. Okay. Our first victim, quarterback, Connor Cook. After Connor Cook's big game last game, he got caught up in the moment, I guess you could say. And he did terrible. He was trash. Like, there was this, okay, first play of the game, very first play of the game, we got Brandon Parker on the right side of the offensive line. You know, the third round rookie we drafted. We had him on the right side of the line. It's, yeah, first and 10. I think Cook was going for Ryan Switzer. But Cook throws it up. It hits the top of Brandon Parker's helmet. Like, why the heck would you do that? If you know it's going to hit the top of the guy's helmet, why would you do it? Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Yeah, but why? It hit the top of Brandon Parker's helmet, and one of the Rams players caught it. So that was the first mistake. Our next mistake is the fact that we didn't get 3 first downs. I mean, we didn't get a first down until the second half, rather, in the third quarter, thanks to Pharaoh Brown, who committed 3 holding penalties. What was he holding for? What did he want? What was he trying to hold his ground for? A piece of cake? A piece of pizza? Yelling at Coach Gruden? Chucky mode? Chucky style? What? What was he doing that for, right? Who knows? That's what I want to know myself. Why in the world was he doing that? Then we completed 9. We compiled 9 penalties off the likes of Shalik Calhoun, Phil Brown, John Feliciano, and David Sharp. Why would you? The whole reason why the Raiders lost today was because holding penalties, man. The Raiders got ever so. Sorry, guys, my nose is all running. I don't know why. I wasn't crying, but I ended up eating a bag of hot Cheetos before the game was over. So I think that's what's blowing up my nose right now. Anyways, why would you hold? Why would you hold, right? Like, come on now. We were getting ever so close, and here comes Phil Brown. Holding, right? 10-yard penalty, number 81. 10 seconds later, another hold. 10-yard penalty, number 81. Like, why so many? We had 9 penalties against us, and the Rams had 3. All that I'm saying is, I really do hope that Gruden really went Chucky on those guys. Because if he didn't, we got some issues. If he did, then yay. But so many holding penalties, man. We were ever so close to the end zone. Holding, pass interference, illegal block in the back, roughing the passer. So, Connor Cook, David Sharp, John Feliciano, Phil Brown, you guys need to get off this team. You guys suck. You guys are the reason why we lost. For no reason. We were 10 times better than the Rams. And that's why we lost? Are you kidding me? Terrible. Terrible all around. So yeah. Blast go out to those players. Especially Connor Cook. He can't throw. He got caught up in the moment. He's not good at all. Okay, no, good stars. Good stars. Good kids. Good patties, whatever you want to call them, right? Chris Warren. Chris Warren is making this team, man. He scored our 2 touchdowns that the Raiders had. He scored the 2 touchdowns that the Raiders had. He was just energetic. He's got such a little bit of a quickness of speed that when somebody pointed out on the Fox broadcast that Chris Warren was wearing Bo Jackson's number, he deserves it. He does. Chris Warren is as energetic as I've seen any running back. He's making this team. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. Also, shout out to James Cowser. Excuse me, James Cowser. James Cowser. James Cowser picked the ball off from Brandon Allen, the Rams quarterback. That was a good, nice pick. And then, we also had a few other good plays that were just, dink and dunk there and there, stuff like that. But Chris Warren really came to play today. And shout out to the Raider Nation because at the halftime, we were losing 16-0, guys. Somehow, on Chris Warren's legs, some way, we found a way to score 15 unanswered. But then, Shalik Calhoun had to get a roughing the passer call, which set up the Rams at the 9-yard line after they had scored the field goal, and three victory formations from Brandon Allen is all it took. Shalik Calhoun, go back to the practice squad. That's where you belong. You weak sauce. Ugh. So many mistakes. So unexcusable by this team today. Unexcusable. Unbelievable. What else can I say? And I do love John Gruden, or Coach Gruden, trying his best to try to win us a game with those 2-point conversions, but those proved costly as well. I'm not going to put any heat on him, though. But shout out to the Raider Nation. Big shout out to you guys, man, because as a nation, guys, we all stuck up and in this game. It was great. We came back 15 points, and if this was a blowout, I'd be really mad, but I'm not that mad anymore. Because they tried. with their guts. The players that actually have guts. So, there was one play, I think it was like third down. EJ Manuel threw the ball. I thought that Griff Whalen was going to separate from the Rams quarterback and take it all the way to the house. If that occurred, there's a good chance that the Raiders would have gotten it done. But no. Shalik Calhoun has to hold. Shalik Calhoun was good for. Okay, let's go through each and every single player that did a bad thing. So, Connor Cook throws the ball at Brandon Parker's helmet. It gets tossed up and bounced up in the air. Okay. And then we had John Feliciano, who jumped. We had Shalik Calhoun, who committed a block in the back, a holding penalty, and a roughing the passer. Then we had Farrell Brown with 2 holding penalties. Unexcusable. Unbelievable. And I really hope at the halftime, and I was even telling my dad this, I really hope at halftime that Green went Chucky on those guys. I am really hoping that Green went Chucky on those guys because just unexcusable, unbelievable, not acceptable. And I'm pretty sure, in fact, I wonder what Green's going to say on his post-game conference here. Coming up shortly. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be half and half. Good negative, good positive. But L's of the day go to Shalik Calhoun and Shalik Calhoun and Farrell Brown. Those are the ones that ultimately lost us the game. I remember, like, our first drive, the Raiders were in field goal range. Interestingly enough, our kicker today was Mike Nugent, who we signed as to be a mentor to Eddie Pinero. I don't know why they started him, but I don't care. I really don't care. So, it's just a preseason game, so yeah. Anyways, Anyway, so we were we were at the 27-yard line. Farrell Brown holds punt. The Raiders punted 6 times today, guys. 6! That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! And the Rams only punted 2. Tell me what's wrong with that. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that for his own good that Johnny Townsend got a nice little workout. There's no doubt about that. There really is no doubt about that, man. There really is not a doubt in my mind about that one. Yeah. The Raiders sat all the starters today. They sat the whole offensive line. And then they also sat Derek Carr as well. Which, I mean, if we didn't sit him, that probably could, that maybe, I'm just saying maybe, could have helped us win the game. But, I don't know. And then, yeah. The only starters that were out there for the Raiders, Maurice Hurst, Arden Key, at the moment, Arden Key. And then, Garen Conley. Garen Conley had this really nice tackle. I think he was juiced to come back. Strangely enough, I didn't see Arden Key's jersey flying around anywhere. Maurice Hurst had 2 sacks. He's good. So, yeah. Just so many mistakes, so many mental errors. I don't even know if you want to call them mental errors. Like, if you don't call them mental errors, then what are you going to call them? I don't even know if you want to call them mental errors. I really don't. Call them whatever you want, but I don't know. I don't know if you would call them mental errors necessarily. Just really stupid stuff. Also, I love Gruden's challenge mentality too. Um, there was this one pass that I think it was Paul Butler. Yeah, Paul Butler, the tight end, the fourth string tight end, caught, and both his feet were clearly in bounds. They said no, so Gruden challenges it. Then there was another stupid play by the refs where John Kelly, that really versatile 6-round rookie out of Tennessee for the Rams, he fumbled the ball on his way to the end zone, and they still gave him the touchdown, even though I later picked it up. Those referees screw us over too, not only ourselves. But just so many mental errors today, so many mistakes, so much stupid stuff. Like, oh, that was me the whole game. Like, why? Just why? All that I can say is Connor Cook, Shalik Calhoun, be gone, little Johns, be gone. Because, get out. So, that's all I can say. Yeah, there's so many mental errors. I know that Coach Gruden won't be happy with it. And I just really hope we rebound next week against the Packers. Hopefully, Jordy Nelson will play at least 2 series. That he can get his revenge on the Packers. But other than that, let's see what else. Trying to think what else. Yeah, guys, but other than that, man, very sloppy first half. But shout out to the Raider Nation, including myself, who stayed in the game the whole way through. We almost made a comeback. It would have been nice, but the Raiders just couldn't do it. Sadly, Chris Warren is making the team. I'll tell you what. Mark my words. Alright, guys, for the statisticians out there, I want you guys to see the stats. So let me pull them up here. For you statisticians out there. Nothing wrong with them either. Oops, my bad. Well, Mikey Raider. Final score 15-19. EJ Manuel 10 out of 16, so he was both 81 yards and a touchdown. Connor Cook trash. Chris Warren, man, he is the juice. 118K. I don't know why I disconnected, but I saw it going out, so I'm not surprised that it went out like that. Paul Butler 37 for 35 yards. Jalen Richard, same. Marshall made 1 reception for 35 yards. Griff Whalen had 2 receptions for 13 yards. Ryan Yurchek, Isaac Whitney, Chris Warren. And yeah. Then defensively, 1 sack from Mark Worley. 1 sack from Reese Torres. 1,900 penalties from Shalik Calhoun. And 1 deflection from what's his name? Gary Conley. Alright, and then Mike Nugent, 100 on field goals, and then punting, 7 for 299, averaging 42 yards a punt. Alright, boys, so pretty upsetting, yes, I think we can all agree on that one. But it's preseason, so let's just be glad they don't count. Alright, Raider Nation, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your weekend. Yeah. Until then, guys, I will see you guys later, Raider Nation. Have a good rest of your night.